Welcome to the KDRTV.
What is KDR? Sounds like an armed forces.
KDR is Kenya Diaspora Radio and Television.
Aha, okay.
Thank you. You got it.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much. Again, viewers, we are having Mr. Fred Obachi Machoka. It's called Uncle Fred Obachi Machoka of Roga,
yes,
Radio Citizen. And today is in Minneapolis, USA. We are getting very many views from him. He's giving us some advice because he's a senior citizen right now. And Mr. Machoka, as we are continuing with this discussion about how to improve our country back in Kenya, not only about the Kisi community, you have also spoken about the government's role in making sure that the citizens really get what they deserve. The citizens are supposed to be accountable on whatever they are doing, whether it's business, health, and all those. I mean, those are very big areas. But now we also want you to tell us a little bit more about your profession.
Okay.
You've been a journalist for very many years.
Quite a few. Quite a few years. Okay. About 40 now.
About 40? Yes. 40 is a few. But you still look very young, and somebody was telling me yesterday that Machoka should be like 42.
No, I'm not. That is my age in the industry.
Age in the industry.
Yeah, so I guess they were working their arithmetic well.
What makes you to be pretty young like this? I mean, most people would love to be like you.
I would love to be younger.
Yeah.
Yes,
you look pretty very young.
I thank the Almighty God. Yes. God has been very gracious.
Sure.
You know, they say that there are so many problems on earth, but there is also so much grace, sure, from the Lord that surpasses the problems and tribulations.
Sure, sure.
So I guess that has contributed quite a bit. My family has been very supportive. My wife Sophie is the pillar of strength every time, taking care of me.
A few Kenyans actually who are really who appreciate their women. Go ahead.
I don't know, but I love my wife honestly.
Yes.
And her contribution has been irreplaceable this far. We've been together 36 years.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And yes, and my children, you know, all of them have been supportive. So I guess they have contributed to what you call being young.
No, it's not what. I mean,
looking young.
You look pretty young.
Thank you.
Welcome. Now, we also want you to tell us, I mean, how you started this career of journalism.
Yes.
How has it been? There are people wondering out there how they have, how you have actually managed to have this very many years in this particular career. A few people have really done the way you've done it. 40 years and still going strong.
Yes.
Is very many years. What really gives you the impetus to continue, or what has actually been giving you all the energy to continue doing all this job?
First, I think I'm one of those few people privileged to do a job that I love. Okay, so I do it with passion. It is more of a calling than a job. I tell people I don't work. I go to do what I love, and I get paid for it. And not many people are in that kind of terrain.
So you didn't train as a journalist?
I did much later. I trained as a policeman. I served in the.
So you handle guns?
I've handled more than just guns. I've handled explosives. I've handled because I served in the Northern Frontier District, that is NFD, or the northern part of Kenya, fighting the shifter war during that time.
Yes.
For a few years. Then during that period, I also got trained as a communications officer within the force, in the signals department. And then by accident I stumbled into broadcasting, because I participated in a radio show. When I went to collect the prize that I had won, the producer of the show told me that he thought I had a good voice, and gave me about 5 minutes in a program called Sanyo Juice Sanyo Tops. Then later on I assumed the full role of doing the radio show, and the rest is really history. Then later on I went to college now to do advertising and public relations, because my broadcasting services are on commercial basis. So I pursued advertising in college and public relations to enhance my skills and knowledge in broadcasting. And that's what I've been doing. I've done several radio shows from Everready Paka Power, Salamu Kutoka Ngambo, where people from abroad send greetings home. I did Ugua Pole na Lucozade, where I used to go to hospitals and talk to patients, give them a get well card, and give them an opportunity to send greetings to their loved ones. Then I did a TV show called Talk of the Town with KTN, where I interviewed several personalities, including, I think, someone you will know, or Americans here would know, a gentleman who was a great black musician called Barry White.
Oh yeah, we know Barry White.
Yeah, I had a one-on-one session with him way back, before he passed on. I think that was 1994, 95. Yes. I interviewed him and several other people. I did a TV show which was very popular in Kenya in 1988, 89, 1991, called Music Time.
Oh yeah, Music Time. Music Time, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I've done many radio shows. And now I run this entertainment show called Roga on Radio Citizen, which you can get via www.radiocitizen.co.ke every Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 1 p.m. I have learned a lot from my listeners, because when I talk, I also listen to the feedback, and I get good feedback. Critical, or where they critique me, and so I learn a bit, quite a bit, from my audience.
That's beautiful.
Yes, sir.
There is another question which one of our viewers wanted you to really tell the community, not really the community, but the Kenyan people. You know, back in 70s or 80s, we never had the internet.
Yes.
But you used to play Lingala music from West Africa, or blah blah.
Yes.
How are you managing to get all this information? And then people thought you are Congolese. The way
well, I had many Congolese friends. I really, as a radio DJ, I interviewed Franco. I interviewed that is the epitome of Congolese music. I interviewed Tabule. I even went for his funeral recently when he passed on in Congo. Yes. I had many Congolese friends, and so I got to learn the language even before I visited Congo. And I made personal effort to talk to these musicians. I went to Paris specifically to get Kanda Bongoman to Kenya, and interviewed him at 2FL. I went to been to Cameroon, where Sam Fantomas comes from, right up to his home. Dedie Yango from Douala, all these people. So I because of my passion for entertainment, for doing what I do, I could go the extra mile to try and extract as much information as I could about and from the musicians who are popular.
That's beautiful. So this guy you called Sam Fantomas, Where, I mean, what is he doing right now?
2 years ago, he came over to Nairobi and called me. We met. He's still in the music industry. Yeah.
But we've not had him release some hits.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. Probably not. He has, but not as popular as songs like Olga, you know, Mohe,
Yes.
and Mandela, and others that he released in the 80s.
Yes.
But he's still in the music industry. Yvonne Chaka Chaka.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yvonne Chaka Chaka came to Kenya recently, last year, I think, or was it this year? I can't remember. And she picked me from the crowd and said, "This is the man who put me on TV for the first time in this country." And she still acknowledges that we did what we had to do to make her famous.
What about your friend, your other friend called Bilia Bell?
Bilia Bell, I was with her in Kinshasa. She's still doing music together with even Chalamwana. They are still.
Is Chalamwana still there?
Yeah, she is.
Oh.
They call her Chalamama.
Oh, Chalamama.
Yeah, because now she's not Mwana anymore. She's called Chala. Okay, that's her name. But she was being called Mwana because she was really nice, you know, with
so
great shape and stuff. But now that she's matured, they call her Chala Mama.
Oh.
Yes.
What about Kanda Bongoman?
Kanda Bongoman is in Manchester, in the UK. We talk from time to time.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still there. Yes.
Now we want you to have some few closing remarks.
Yeah.
Especially to the Kisii community and Kenyans at large. And then we'll call it a day. But we really welcome you back another day to come and talk to us, because you've got a lot to say to the I mean, not only the Kenyan community, but the whole part of Africa, because you are global.
Okay.
Thank you. Your camera is there.
There is a song called Karantu Iter. I think it's 48 hours. Ultimatum by Jipe Mpiana and Wenge Muzika. It's, I think, talking about if you are given 48 hours ultimatum to leave this world, what will you say? What will you have done? All I can tell you is, beautiful people, we are holding brief for our children and the children of their children in this world we're passing through. You only live once, and you know, once is long enough if you live well. So let's try and understand that we are passing through. We have to make a mark. History will judge us harshly if we fail to make a mark. If we cannot correct each other, because nobody is perfect. But we can improve a little if we are honest with each other. And to support me, you don't have to agree with me all the time. Just say it from your heart. Let's try and make this a better place as we pass through. For that is what God, I think, had in mind when he left us here on earth, or when he put us all here on earth. For the people in the diaspora, you are our beacon, because way back, the entire community used to come together to raise funds for you to be here. The purpose was that you at least do something to change the lives of the people back home. But if you can't change the lives of the people back home, at least change yours. God bless you. My name is Fred Obachi Machoka, the blackest man in Black Africa.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Uncle Fred Obachi Machoka.
Asante sana.
You are welcome once again to the KDRTV station.
Thank you, sir.
Next time you are in the US,
yeah,
please know that you are having partners also in the US.
Thank you, and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.